There's something extra special about harvest time and Halloween in the village of Romeo. And if you're looking for an exceptional, eerie experience to celebrate the season, the History and Hauntings event is just the ticket. Guests will board the Silverwoods Farm horse-drawn wagon and travel through the village with a storyteller aboard. Incredible ghost stories will be shared as the wagon pauses in front of the homes where hauntings have been reported. Research about the history of these historic homes has unveiled powerful connections between the history of long ago and the haunting reported today. What a unique opportunity to immerse oneself in the spooky side of days gone by. History and Hauntings is proudly presented by the Romeo Monday Club in partnership with Silverwoods Farm. This one-day only event is happening on Saturday, October 21st from 2 to 8 p.m. Guests can choose the time of their tour from 9 time slots scheduled between those hours. Tickets are $30 and are only available at MJC Marketplace, 220 North Main Street in downtown Romeo. Cash or check only, please. Admission for this special experience sells out quickly every year, so get your tickets soon before they vanish into thin air. For more information, text or call 586-531-0884. Hope to see you there.
Huh. All right, Lil. Where's it say? I don't know. Probably forgot it. You see it at home? What? Yeah, I know. Right? Hey, Mr. Bennett!
Great job.
Theirs is like
Which is your float?
Why is it the last announced the blue shot? It's just so cool. Because you would never
What is the theme this year of the float?
well, the it's like under the night sky together. It's got
All set.
we should go hop in the bed.
Arriba. Good job. Turn the lights on.
You won 3 straight in a row. You started off 0-2. Close games. Caledonia, Roseville. Games where maybe probably could have won those in the last minute and felt so much. What was the mood of the team and after those 2 losses as you're going to go to game 3?
We were hungry. I mean, we came off the first game. I mean, it came down to the last play, and could have definitely beat them. Beatable team, and that was we just had to get everybody together, everybody working, you know, everybody doing their job.
How about you, Kay? What your impression of that?
Yeah, I agree with them. I think it was nice after those first 2 weeks that it was Watchdog. Emotions were high for everyone. I think that played a big factor in that game. So,
and what do you attribute the 3-game winning streak to?
I'd say to the players. I mean, everybody was hungry after that, and people don't like losing. But none of our teammates like losing, and it's kind of a wake-up call, you know, kind of set the tone.
It's kind of like, you worked too hard to accept this.
I mean, all the summer workouts and everything, and all that work just to lose the first 2 games, and I think it was definitely anger, a lot of anger, and not beating ourselves up, but just and we knew we could do better. And
Well, 0-2, you're at Sterling Heights Stevenson. They're pressuring the heck out of your quarterback. But then they go ahead the last minute. And you guys have maybe a chance. It's 13 seconds left. You need 3 points to tie it, and you're on your own 38-yard line. Okay, now you hit DJ Phillips over the middle, but I want you to tell me how that play came about. Did you see him? Did you call it? How did it happen?
Yeah, he was on a seam down the middle, but I saw that safety come down a little bit, and I knew he could beat him by. So I think I saw that as soon as that safety came down, he was going to be open.
And he fired it out there. Do you think he was going to score?
I thought he had a chance, but he was still dealing with a little injury, so I knew he was not full. But
so you got the field goal, you tied it up, you go into overtime. You score a touchdown on a pass to Jake Watson. Sort of a fade, I guess, or you kind of threw it up there. And I was standing on that sideline right there and I'm watching this pass, and I go, there's no way he can get this ball and stay in bounds. But he must have jumped out of the gym to get that. And then to keep his feet in bounds. Talk a little bit about him.
He's a nice guy to have. I've been playing with him for a long time, since we were really little in Romeo Junior Bulldogs, and we've developed a great friendship together. So he's been nice to have on our team.
So you had great confidence that he was going to come down, because I wasn't so sure, and I'm watching it's coming at me. But then Ryan, talk a little bit about you had to stop Stevenson.
Oh yeah.
As Coach Murphy said, on 3rd down and 4th down, big plays that happened. Talk a little bit about that 4th and 1 from the goal line. Everybody in the stadium knows who's going to get the ball for Stevenson. What was going through your mind at that time when Stevenson was lined up ready to go?
Well, as Coach Murphy mentioned before, Ryan has talked to us about drawing a line in the sand, and we knew it was going to come down to us. I mean, we had the offense. I mean, it had to come down to the defense. We had to make a stop, and they scored. They get the ball back. We make a stop, and we win the game, and that's what happened.
Who made that tackle?
Big part of it.
There's something extra special about harvest time and Halloween in the village of Romeo. And if you're looking for an exceptional, eerie experience to celebrate the season, the History and Hauntings event is just the ticket. Guests will board the Silverwoods Farm horse-drawn wagon and travel through the village with a storyteller aboard. Incredible ghost stories will be shared as the wagon pauses in front of the homes where hauntings have been reported. Research about the history of these historic homes has unveiled powerful connections between the history of long ago and the haunting reported today. What a unique opportunity to immerse oneself in the spooky side of days gone by. History and Hauntings is proudly presented by the Romeo Monday Club in partnership with Silverwoods Farm. This one-day only event is happening on Saturday, October 21st from 2 to 8 p.m. Guests can choose the time of their tour from 9 time slots.
And now please welcome your Romeo Bulldogs. And let's hear it for our guests tonight, the Blue Devils from Grosse Pointe South. At this time, I'd like to ask you to stand if you're able. Please remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem by the Romeo High School Marching Band. Let's hear it for the Romeo High School Marching Band.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Mitt TV Sports Special. I'm Tim Meyer, along with Romeo's favorite son, Andrew Welch. And tonight, we are at Barnamo Field for a Division I matchup between the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils and the Romeo Bulldogs. And the Blue Devils coming to this ball game 6-1, fresh off a victory over Lakeville, 27-0. The top players for them will be quarterback Jack Lupo, Vincent Vachon, and Joe Nicolati. On defense, you got to watch out for number 88, Hunter Bellinger, as well as Wyatt Hepner and Noah Hart as a shutdown corner. And he will, he can probably stop the wide receivers of Romeo.
100%.
And for the Romeo Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, unfortunately, are sitting at 3-4 after going on the road for 2 games against Dakota, lost against Dakota, and then went into Chippewa Valley during Chippewa Valley's homecoming, and Chippewa Valley laid this smackdown on them, and so they come home. They're a different team on the road than they are at home, so hopefully they can use home field advantage. Tonight's Romeo's homecoming, and they can do some work and get working towards the playoffs. Right now, sitting at 3-4, they need to win at least one more game to even be considered for the playoffs. You win 2 more, you're in for sure. You got to finish strong, finish 5-4, and head off to the playoffs and try to win some more games. Other than that, they're definitely out 2 key offensive linemen tonight. So the new philosophy the Bulldogs have to follow was next man up and do your job. So we'll see how the offensive line can hold up against that big defender.
Quick kickoff, and that goes right to number 36 for the Blue Devils, and that is
number 36,
Braden.
He's stopped by number 11, Anthony Maurici.
Hayden Crane, number 36. So here come the the Blue Devils out. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Quarterback is number 7, Jack Lupo. He's going to give to Michelotti. Goes right through the line. Big hole, and he got a big gain on 1st down, 8 yards to the 35.
This is true testament right here, right now. If the Bulldogs defense can get a bunch of stops and get that ball back and get in good field position, they'll have a chance to win this game. They are a different team at home than they are on the road, so they need to get something working right now and get the momentum back in their favor.
That'll be 2nd down and 2 yards for Blue Devils. Again, Lupo with Michelotti in the backfield. Now his big tight end there. Ballinger is going to go the other side now. Lupo back to throw, looking down the field. He's got his big tight end Ballinger right there. Makes a catch to 40 in Travis Kelsey type fashion, and he got the 1st down.
But it's a great job by the Bulldogs to even have a presence there and to take him down instantly. No extra yardage, just got a couple yards. He has a 1st down, but you're able to make the surefire tackle and keep them on short yardage. I don't know if I've noticed this the past couple games. It looks like Romeo got all high tech with the chain gang now. They're, instead of having a flip up and down, they have some LED lighting on the number.
Well, 1st and 10. There's Michelotti. Oh, and he's hit and met hard. And in there is your favorite guy, number 22, Ryan Rillier. And he came shooting in there like a bullet.
And that's exactly what he needed to do. Contain was there, and he could not get to the outside, and he was able to shoot the gap and get the tackle. No gain on the play. Great job by the Bulldog defense. 2nd and 10.
And the ball's on the 40-yard line of Grosse Pointe South. We're just underway here in the 1st quarter. 10 minutes left to play in the 1st. No score.
That was a quick 2 minutes already.
Lupo, he's looking. Now he's going to roll out. Being chased by Rillier. He found his man there, Vachon. And he's got it at the 49, or they're going to just say the 50. He's tackled there by number 5.
Stop by number 8.
I'm sorry, number 8, Victor Earl.
Gave him forward progress. 1st down. Moving the chains. Bulldogs have got to tighten that defense.
Well, they got to get a pass rush going there or something.
Well, that too. I mean, they had Earl coming in off the edge, but he just got swallowed up by his by the offensive line.
Again, Lupo from the shotgun. Michelotti is in the backfield with him. Give to Michelotti. He's trying up the middle. The Bulldogs are ready for it this time. And they stack them up there, the whole of the defensive
4,
line, and
Joe
the back,
Michelotti.
defensive backs come running in there. Stop him, he got a couple yards. Michelotti did.
Bulldogs are putting 7 in the box. They know they want to run. They know this guy averages at least 70 yards a game or more. So great job to get a stop and only a couple yards. They've got to manage the run game and then just get a good pass rush, as you said, so they can manage the pass game.
Oh, it's 2nd down and 8. Lupo, a little quick flare out there. It's caught out there. And banged up a little bit. He got hit pretty hard. Was Grosse Pointe South receiver. Can't see his number there. That number.
I think it was the guy who caught it. I think it was number 2.
Yeah, he's sitting up there a little bit.
That was, as you told me about before the game, that quarterback for Grosse Pointe South knows how to read defenses, and he read that perfectly. There, blitz coming in, and so he just dumped it off into the flat to the outside and got an easy play for a first down. His player is a little injured at the moment, but should hopefully walk under his own power.
He's getting up, finally. It's number 11 for Grosse Pointe South, and that is Richards. Oh, he'll sit this one out. 1st and 10 from the Romeo 40. Lupo looking, being rushed hard, and is caught out there by the big tight end Ballinger, and he bowls his way for another Blue Devil first down all the way to the Romeo. Well, he's over the 30, so they're going to mark him at the 28-yard line.
Ballinger, exactly as you said before, Travis Kelce-esque player, except for no Taylor Swift in the stands. He knows how to catch the ball and knows how to put his head down for all those yards after catch. That's the most important part after you catch the ball, is how many yards after the catch you can get, and he does a fantastic job. They're driving and using that clock wisely.
Another first down at the 28 of Romeo. Blue Devils, Lupo back to pass. He's looking, he's running, still looking, in trouble, and caught out there by Vachon. Vachon was sort of lingering out there in the flat, and he was going one way, then he stopped a couple steps, went back, and finally Lupo got him when he got open.
So a quarterback is only as good as his receivers when he's throwing the ball. They knew his quarterback was in trouble, so they decided to cut off the routes and just run around so get open so the quarterback can find them. Easy find on the sidelines. Got at least 5. Good pass play by Grosse Pointe South.
And it's 2nd and 5 from the 23 of Romeo. Lupo throws it out in the flat, caught there by Vachon, and he's initially hit and then hit again. He finally, Kornowski's out there, as well as number 22, Villiers. It looks like he got a first down, and they're going to give him that. So it's 1st and 10 from the Romeo 17.
That was a quick strike. If you were to count the seconds, you might not even get to 2. 1.5 second quick strike pass, and his guy was wide open instantly. Great job by the offense of Grosse Pointe South on their opening drive.
And they got some big ones up there in the front line of Grosse Pointe South, and Romeo a little banged up on that defensive line, but the next guy's got to step up, as my partner says. Over in the corner looking for Ballinger. It goes incomplete. It well covered out there by the Romeo Bulldogs, especially number 5, Darian Foster. Boy, if that ball's up a little bit, he's looking at a pick 6.
He was triple covered out there, and so he had a guy in the front, guy in the back, and the guy farther back, just in case he did end up with the ball. Great job defensively by the Bulldogs to bring up a 2nd and 10. This is when you need to dig your heels deep into the turf and not allow easy yardage. Make them earn the yardage if they want it. Force them to only kick a field goal.
So here we go, 2nd and 10. Ball on the 17 of Romeo. See the Blue Devils dial up here. Hand off to Michelotti. He got a little bit of a hole, but then it's closing very quickly. And he may have got a yard.
Great read by the Bulldog defense. Michelotti tried to bounce to the other hole that was created, but both holes closed real quickly. and nothing going on. As you said, yard, not even, maybe a quarter of a yard.
Yeah,
Third down and long, a very rare third down and long in this first drive, the first one of the game.
Brendan Rivetto, number 26 of Romeo, filled really well in that hole. And, made sure that he got no farther than the line of scrimmage.
This is huge right here. If you can get up to fourth down and force him to kick a field goal, your defense has come up huge in this first drive of the game, considering they've taken off half of the first quarter already.
3rd and 10. Ball's on the 17 of Romeo. Lupo going back, being rushed. He fires out there, got the big tight end, but that's his tackled nicely by both
Caught by number 88.
Brady
Hunter
Meyer, I
Bellinger.
believe, out there, as well as
Stop by
Darian
number 6,
Foster.
Alex Kelly.
And it'll be 4th down. We'll see. They got a kicker. Looks like they might.
Good job by the Bulldogs to get that stop on 3rd and long, only about 5 yards on that play. Looks like Grosse Pointe South is going to kick a field goal. Great job by the Bulldog defense to only allow them the 3 points. Just don't jump off sides.
Kick is up. And the kick is good.
Kick is good.
Connor Patty, number 10 with the kick, right?
Yep.
And he makes it 3-0. Blue Devils with 5:12 left to go here in the first quarter.
That was a line drive, no doubter. Like, usually there's some kind of arc whenever a kicker kicks the ball in the air, but that was an absolute line drive, no doubter. Grosse Pointe South started out really, really well on that drive, but then they stalled when they got into the red zone. Great job by the Bulldog defense to take care of business and get it done right away.
Yeah, they really stiffened up their down when it got to the 17, and Bulldogs are all over them.
And your before the red zone defense has to be good, but if it's not, at least make sure your red zone defense is good. That way you can only hold them to 3 points or nothing. So Bulldogs did their job. Now it's time to see what they can do on offense.
Kickoff by number 17, Rosati. Taken there by Brody Meyer. He got a little bit of a hole, gets all the way up to the 30-yard line. Eventually tackled there by number 18 of the Blue Devils. That is Alex Rothus.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are really known for having a really, really good special teams and can run the ball back and score a touchdown on special teams. Great coverage by South to make sure he only got to the 30. Bulldogs, it's where they're going to start.
Oh, here we go. Caden Burrow all alone out there. And now he's going to have some help. Victor Earl comes in behind him.
He had trips right for a second.
And give us to Victor. Tries to go around the right side, and it's covered really well by those strong linebackers. Rothus was in there, as well as number 30, Sean DeGran.
At least he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Bulldogs facing a 2nd and 10.
He seemed like he hesitated there for a moment.
Yeah, small hesitation, and he who hesitate doesn't get many yards. If he would have just gone forward and just plowed his way through, he may have ended up with a couple.
Now the offensive line banged up a little bit as well, so that doesn't bode well for running the football. Here goes looking long and deep is Caden Burrows, and he sort of didn't really give number 16, Joey DeBaldo, chance to even run after. So it's 3rd and 10.
No, they went for a deep shot, trying to change things up and catch him off guard, and unfortunately he took too much of a deep shot and overthrew his receiver.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Traditionally this year, well, at least this year, they've been slow starting on offense. So the big first down here would go a long way to get them going. Ben Turner, then he moves to the top of the screen there. And Burrows rolling out. That's some protection. Fires out into the flat. DeBaldo was overthrown. He's claiming that the defensive back out there, number 8 for Grosse Pointe South, Noah Hart, grabbed his arm. But it didn't happen, and the Bulldogs will have to punt.
Yeah, it's unfortunate 3 and out for the Bulldogs. They couldn't get much going on offense at all. No yardage. I mean, at least there's no negative yardage, but they're going to have to punt it away, and their defense has just got to come up with some other stop, allowing nothing or just a field goal or getting a turnover for a touchdown. Defense got to come up big if the offense cannot.
Punt by Anthony Marici. Down there, finally picked up by the Bulldogs. And Roberson didn't really give it much of a chance there to bounce, but it'll be to the Grosse Pointe South 36-yard lines where it's going to go, and the Bulldogs offense will make some adjustments, and the defense comes on now.
34-yard punt, didn't get much on it, and it trickled and bounced most of the way down. That's not the way the Bulldogs wanted to have it, but they'll take it. Defense is on the field. Let's see if they can come up big.
Now they're going to spot it at the 36 of the Blue Devils. That's where they will start, 1st and 10 here in their second drive of the ball game.
As we said, this is homecoming, so Bulldogs hoping for a homecoming victory and to add to the repertoire of playoff points.
Being chased is Lupo. Now is it picked off or? No. Ballinger's got it. He was struggling with your friend there, number 21.
Zabia Ruha, yes.
And
no, he tried to
be a catch.
He tried to jump the route, and he was almost there. They had a fight for it, but big number 88, that Travis Kelsey kind of tight end, did a fantastic job in snaring the ball and getting about 6 yards.
Longer arms.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go, 2nd and 4, or 5, excuse me. Fake to Michelotti, goes out in the flat, and a nice play on Vachon by Darian Foster. It was a great read of that play, and he came out and knifed him down.
Great job by Darian Foster to read the play instantly and not giving him a chance to see the field when he turned around. As soon as he turned around, Foster was right up on him and knocked him down. No gain on the play. Good job by Foster. A 3 and out would be perfect for the Bulldogs right here, right now.
Well, it is 3rd down and 6. Ball's on the 40 of Grosse Pointe South. We'll see if the Bulldogs can pull a stop here. Watch for one of those short passes to one of the receivers.
Yeah, especially if they go short side. They got trips right, single left.
We got timeout, Romeo. They want to talk this over.
I mean, I would. I mean, it's early. I mean, you got to get your defense ready and got to get them ready for whatever Grosse Pointe South's going to throw at them. But what we're going to throw at you now is some awesome sponsors, because we are sponsored by some awesome people. So let's start off with the Country Smokehouse. They are a 30-plus-year-old family-owned and operated wild game, gourmet meat, and specialty food store located in Elmont, Michigan. Tim, could you believe it? I told you they had 220. That's 220 award-winning products made in-house and available to ship not just around the cities here, not just around the state.
I know one thing, you can't miss it. Got a big cow in front
That's
of
right, and they can ship nationwide. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Visit the Country Smokehouse at 3294 Van Dyke Road in Elmont, Michigan, 48003, or give them a call at 810-798-3064.
So it's a big 3rd down here for the Romeo Bulldogs. And there's 3 receivers to the right of Lupo. Now he's going to take off. Now he thinks about making it, and he's tackled short of the 1st down.
Great job by the Bulldogs to keep contained on the outside, not letting him get much farther. Got about maybe 3 on the play. We're looking at a 4th and 2.
Well, they're going to punt to the Bulldogs, so the Bulldogs will get it back. Let's see if they can. They got under the tent there and looked at the video and see what they can come up with offensively. But they got to punt it first, and. Punting the ball is Rosati.
Great job by the Bulldogs to get a 3 and out on their South's 2nd possession of the game.
Brody Myers deep for Romeo. Punt by Rosati's kind of a squibbler short. And Brody Meyer fair catches it on the, you're going to give him the 26-yard line. Where it'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs with 2:08 left to play here in the 1st quarter. Blue Devils lead it 3-0.
And we have our next sponsor, because we are sponsored by Blue Water Trucking of Romeo, Michigan. They're a dry van asset-based carrier that hauls freight throughout the entire United States, primarily in the Midwest. But they are delivering bulk water to the state of Michigan, largely in the greater Detroit area. And they're also a family-owned and operated company for over 40 years, since 1977.
So here we go, the Bulldogs. Caden Burrow back there. He gives to Victor Earl. He's looking for a hole. Dancing around, maybe going to get a yard. Yeah, you got to hit that hole a little faster, I think. Can't be dancing in there and waiting for it to open up. You got to take that little bit of an opening and go. But then again, he's got the vision at running back, not me. So
No, but and honestly, when you have backup linemen, that it's hard to guard against that strong defensive line of South. Maybe trying some pulling guard and pulling tackle plays to the outside and kicking it to the outside and forcing the cornerbacks to make this tackle. That might give Romeo a little more of an edge.
2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Second drive of the game for Romeo. Caden Burrow gives to Victor Earl again, and he's not going to go anywhere. Tackle there by the Grosse Pointe South's number 26. That's Franklin Gallagher. Frank Gallagher making the play. No gain, and so it'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, just running up the middle is not going to work. As you talked about before, this defensive line is really, really good, especially anchored by big defensive linemen. You got to do something else. Can't just always go up the middle.
2 backs in the backfield. Turner's back there with Earl. Throws it up there, and what a catch by DJ Phillips. Right there at the 40. He made a great adjustment to the football, and he's got those great hands. He's got his mitts on it.
Great job to quick pass, and they're going up with the hurry up right now. Don't get much time to talk about what just happened. Here comes the next Romeo play.
40-yard line is where it's at. Give to Victor Earl. Going to try to go around the right side. Covered pretty well out there. And tackle there by the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils. Defensive back, and Adam Zarnick.
He got he got an extra yard going out to the outside instead of up the middle. Pull a lineman out there, do something, have a play at I formation, and have a fullback out there to help block.
2nd down and 8. Here goes Burrows. Got it to Victor Earl at the 45. He gets up to the 43, and then he smacked pretty good out of bounds.
Victor Earl.
Again, Zarnick and number 6 over there, Henry
Blue Devils are up by 3.
Domzalski. But it's a 1st down for Romeo, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, the Blue Devils 3, the Bulldogs nothing. We have some more sponsors.
We do, and we got to first give a shout out to Christoph and Morgan Z for Main Street Kitchen and Bar. So they're your go-to bar and restaurant in downtown Romeo, which is freshly renovated. Family owned since 2021, and they host delicious house-made food and craft drinks. Your sports bar to go to every time there's a sporting event, which is every single day you can think of throughout the fall, winter, and spring, because there are sports everywhere, whether it's football, hockey is now back, basketball. You're going to have college basketball starting soon. You're going to have more college football, NFL on Sundays, Thursdays, and Mondays. You just can't beat it. Go check them out. They are your go-to bar for sports, brews, and food.
Who is that?
That is Main Street Kitchen and Bar.
Well, there you go. Get good service there, too. I was just there.
And I got to check them out. I've been talking about them so much. I mean, they sound like they have amazing food.
You need the mozzarella sticks.
Oh, my wife and I love those.
Burrows now. The handoff there. DeBaldo, he's turned the corner to 30, 25, and down to the 21-yard line, it looks like. We'll see where he marks it. It is the 21-yard line.
Great job by the Bulldogs. What I've been saying, kick it to the outside and get some blockers in front. You had Victor Earl in front blocking for him. He got kicked to the outside. Devils couldn't get contained on the outside, and great job, great run. 1st down in Blue Devil territory.
They're going to mark it at the 21. Delicio with it. He's going to go around the other side to the left. Now he loses the football.
No.
Picked up by South. Look out here. Got a bunch of blockers there, and finally tackled down. And number 35 is their good linebacker. That's Lex Wilson picked up that football. Look where he rambles to.
It was number 25. It was not very good ball carrying skills by the Romeo. Number 25 of
35.
South came in. He just
it
punched
39?
the ball. It was 25. Number 25 of South came in, punched the ball out, and just did the job. And Bulldogs' great drive is stalled because of a turnover.
Well, 25, be Wyatt Hepner, and he was the coach's son. So.
And that's the biggest thing Romeo has to struggle with all year is mistakes, whether it's defensive mistakes, it's
Look
penalty
out, Michelotti.
mistakes,
He goes through the middle. He gets a good gain of about 6 yards.
or turnover mistakes.
So, Nicolati.
He's down to the Romeo
He's got number 2, Owen Youngblood.
37-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Bulldog defense has to come up big right here, right now. Keep this game 3-0. And if they're going to allow points, only allow a field goal.
Lupo, again to Michelotti. He's in the middle in the hole, looking for somebody to stop him. The Romeo Bulldogs kind of lost him there. He was just kind of, they were going right by him.
It's like he stood still. He literally was stood still in the hole, and the Bulldogs tried to arm tackle him, and he just small little sidesteps, little Barry Sanders-esque running, and arm tackles is what cost them to be a 3rd and short instead of stopping him in the backfield or at the original line of scrimmage.
That'll be 3rd and short. Now he's done. The referee overrules the the side judge, and so it will be a 1st down for the Blue Devils at the Romeo 32-yard line. Threatening again to put more points on the board after Romeo marched all the way down the field.
They're not in the red zone yet, but this is the time where you want to slow them down to whether they get in the red zone, they get in nice and slow, and they get tired, winded, and you can stop them for a field goal or a block.
We'll see what the Blue Devils dial up here. Lupo's got it. Fakes a handoff to Michelotti, and he's going to go down the field to the big tight end Ballinger, and he drops it. Oh, boy, he had a lot of running room in front of him, and fortunately for the Bulldogs, he dropped that football.
And that's what he might have been thinking about, is all the room behind him. If he would have caught that ball, he was gone for a touchdown. You can't think about the run before the catch, because the catch doesn't happen, and then you're kicking yourself afterwards.
I give a shout out to boys down in Florida watching this ball game down in Bonita Springs, Florida.
Yo, Bonita!
Steve Shabilsky and Andy Peklo are down there tuning into this ball game. 3-0 Blue Devils. 2nd down and 10. Lupo again. And he's going to be sacked. Brought down there by Romeo's number 57. That was Gavin Wardowski.
Nice job by number 57. He just blows past the lineman. That's number 67. He absolutely blew an assignment. Nice long sack play. 3rd and super long.
Well, we got. He looks like he lost about 8 yards on that, so we'll call it 3rd and 18.
I call it. Yep.
Let's see what they dial up here. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen for Lupo. He's looking deep. Got a man out there. It's caught out there.
Foster was step in step with him. However, the biggest
Carter Richards.
The biggest deficit is the height. He had at least like almost a whole foot on Foster. 1st down, Blue Devils almost in the red zone.
It's the 20-yard line is where they're at. They throw out the flat. Almost picked off there. Almost picked off there. By
I don't know about that. Instant replay might show us. That might have been a lateral and not a pass, but that should have been Bulldog ball if it was a lateral, but refs say incomplete pass.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Bulldogs trying to catch a break here.
This is where the Bulldogs have been strong so far in this game is red zone. They're pretty much on the cusp of the red zone. Red zone starts at 20. That's what they're at. So red zone defense is sponsored to you by Earth Environments, and I'll talk about them in a second.
2nd down and 10. Blue Devils at the 20 of Romeo. Lupo, now he's going to scramble out of being rushed. Pass is tipped up and incomplete it goes. That was the Romeo Bulldogs number 22, Ryan Rillier. And he did a good job of getting his hands up there.
Great job by Ryan. He knew he wouldn't get the quarterback. He just did everything he could to stop the pass. He jumped up, tipped the ball. Almost could have been caught or intercepted. Great job defensively to set up the Blue Devils for 3rd and long. Get a stop here. I don't know how far their field goal kicker can kick. This might be 4-down territory potentially if their field goal kicker can't kick a good 40-yarder.
We'll see. Lupo back to throw, being rushed. Now you're going to throw it up there. It's caught out there. Caught by Vachon for the touchdown. Grosse Pointe South. And now we got flags flying all over the place, and I think that's just going to be unsportsmanlike conduct.
There's another flag that just flew afterward. There's a Bulldog down on the field.
Yeah, he got wiped out. Let's see who that is.
The unsportsmanlike conduct is, I think, against Grosse Pointe South for spiking the ball. You're not allowed to do that in high school football. So that's an automatic unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Looks like Brody Meyer down there, number 10 for Romeo.
Hopefully he
got
okay.
Pretty bad. He got caught in a fray there. But I think what Grosse Pointe South saw in the film that they watched when Romeo played Chippewa Valley is that you can throw it up, and if you got big receivers, they can go up and get it.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you on that one. They just found a soft little pocket in the Romeo zone defense and put it perfectly where the receiver, and only the receiver, could get it, and he just spun his way down for a touchdown. So we got Earth Environments, another sponsor. They're dedicated to making the world a more beautiful place, with materials and workmanship being second to none, bringing highest quality end result, and they will do whatever it takes to help you create a breathtaking environment lasting a lifetime. Through passion, dedication, and inspiration from nature, they bring the built environment forward to preserve your community. They're available to meet and review your projects for this and next year. So, you want to get a jump on next year? Let's get it done right now. Set up a consultation for discussion and inspiration for a project that matters to you.
So here we go. Extra point is going to be attempted, so the penalty will come on the kickoff. And kicking the extra point for the Blue Devils is Rosati. Little snap. He gets it up, though. Man, he scored on that one. That was a bullet through there again. And the score with 8:28 left to play here in the first quarter, or second quarter, the Blue Devils 10 and the Bulldogs nothing. And I can't help but feel like they've shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, that turnover didn't help them at all. It cost them, and then they got caught in a soft zone coverage for the touchdown. And it's only 10-0. It's 10-0 here in the second quarter. Plenty of time for the Bulldogs to come back. They just have got to take care of the ball on offense and just tighten up on defense and do a little better job.
Who else will be sponsored by tonight?
Well, we have that Romeo Printing Company. Big shout out to them for letting the Mitt TV hang out inside during that super hot day during Peach Festival. And they have low-cost answer to high-quality printing, and they've been around since 1985. They become your go-to local printing company by using the latest in digital printing equipment. Romeo Printing is able to quickly and professionally produce all of your marketing and printed products, invites, signs, whatever you need. They can do it for you. Come see them today at 225 North Main Street in downtown Romeo, Michigan.
So the Blue Devils will kick off from their own 25-yard line because of the penalty. Romeo should get pretty decent field position.
For sure. So hopefully Romeo can benefit from this penalty.
Kick is taken there by DJ Phillips to the 35, makes a move at the 40, puts his head down and keeps fighting, but I think he'll just about get to the 45, which is good field position for the Bulldogs. Like to give a shout out there to one David Henry Hill. He's watching our game tonight in Lake Orion, Michigan.
Lake Orion Dragons.
They're playing tonight too. They got a big game tonight too.
That's their home. It's actually their homecoming tonight too as well.
So, Bulldogs
Taylor Swift has not been cited tonight. In case you've heard that, she has not
been able to
cited
move the
tonight.
football, but mistakes have plagued them. This will be their third drive of the game. Burrows in the shotgun, fake to Earl. Quick fire over the middle to Watson. A little bit too much on that one, and Watson didn't have the separation. Good play there by the Blue Devils, number 18. That's Rothus, Alexa Rothus.
Yeah, the quarterback tried a quick strike method with Watson, but Watson was not ready for it. As you said, he didn't get the separation, and just a little sloppy play. Got to get cleaner on offense.
Second down and 10 on their own 45 are the Bulldogs. Victor Earl in the backfield with Caden Burrows. And they give us to no. Caden Burrows takes it, and that was really read well by Rothfuss. And the linebacker out there is number 30.
Number 6, Alex Kelly.
Sean DeGron. They stayed home. They read their keys. And it's a 1-yard loss for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 11.
Bulldogs tried a little trickery. Thought it Victor Earl was carrying it. Was not. It was by the quarterback still. And know what we're doing. -1. 3rd and long.
Burrows back to throw. Being rushed. You go for the home run ball. Got Victor Earl out there. Oh, and it's incomplete. Victor wanted a pass interference penalty, but it was good coverage there, again by the linebacker Josh Lemansky. And it'll be 4th down. It was there.
It looked like the defender did not turn around to play the ball. It looks like he might have ran into Victor Earl a little bit. I can see why Earl wanted a penalty, but the refs called clean play. 4th down. Bulldogs will punt away.
Vachon will be deep for the Blue Devils, standing at his own 24-yard line. Number 11 for the Bulldogs, Marici. It's a little bit of a line drive, but it's Pucci, and it is going to go down and out. At the, what are you going to mark it, 24?
Looks about.
25 he's going to, okay, so he's going to mark it at 25. 7:24 left to play here in the second quarter. Blue Devils lead it 10-0. The Bulldogs defense hasn't played that bad, except for that last drive. They gave up a couple big passes, but they've been kind of stopping the run game for the most part.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing they've taken care of, but the soft zone coverage, Blue Devils are just tearing it apart. They've got to find a way to tighten it up and get these big receivers off of their feet legally, not drawing penalties.
Yeah, Lupo in the backfield. Fakes a give to Mucklat. He's being rushed by Wardowski. Now he's just going to throw it away. Nobody in the area, but he was out of the tackle box, so it'll be 2nd down. Good pressure there by Wardowski.
Great job to get past the lineman in perfect defensive assignment as a defensive lineman, and did a wonderful job to flush him out of the pocket, force him to throw it away. He's back to a 2nd and 10.
No gain on that play. Wardowski playing a good game tonight. He played a good game last weekend as well against Chippewa Valley, so it looks like he's picking up right where he left off. Lupo, little pitch to Michelotti. Bulldogs, I'm sorry, that wasn't Michelotti. It was number 5, Agnoni.
Number 5, Matt Agnoni.
It's a 3-yard gain for him, so it'll be 3rd down and 7.
Great job. Great job defensively by the Bulldogs for the pitch not to go outside. They kept perfect contain, only a 3-yard gain. 3rd and about 7, as Tim just said. Their 3-and-out stop would be perfect for the defense to get this ball back right there.
Well, we'll see if Lupo is going to throw it up there to his big receivers.
I think he is. He's going to go number 88 if he can.
Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. It is. Nice coverage there by DJ Phillips.
It's number 88 too.
Yeah, it was intended for Ballinger. Goes incomplete. DJ with good coverage there.
2nd 3-and-out of the day for the Blue Devils. Bulldogs can get this ball back, hopefully in some decent field position. They need to get a score before the end of the quarter, end of the half, because they get the ball to start the second half. And nice score here, and you score again. You can take the lead into the 3rd quarter.
Rosati's back to punt. Brody Myers deep for the Bulldogs. Kicks a low liner. Brody Myers says, get away, and everybody does. Finally touched down there by number 33, Josh Lemansky, and it is good field position for the Bulldogs at their own 42-yard line.
What's also a good field position is at American Lawn and Sprinkler, your #1 choice for your lawn and sprinkler needs, specializing in installation of new sprinklers, quick and efficient repairs, as well as expert winterization services. But don't wait till the cold hits. The cold is here now. Get your sprinklers winterized by October.
I got to call them, gosh darn it.
That's right.
Because I need my sprinklers blown. There we go. The ball they're trying to get outside. He's grabbed there and finally swallowed up by the hole
Ball
of
carried by
the
number 16, Joey Baldwin.
Grosse
Stop by
Pointe
number
Blue
18,
Devil
Alexander Ross.
team. And Noah Hart was in there on that tackle, number 8. So we'll see here. It's second down and 10. That play running the outside. Looks like the Blue Devils have some speed there and can cover those outside plays.
Bulldogs trying to go outside is the best choice, but with the speed on the outside, they've got to find a way to get blockers out there. It was a jersey stretching, saving tackle the Blue Devils were able to do.
Need a tearaway jersey for that one.
Yes.
Caden Burrow go to pass. Blitz is on. Oh, and it's tipped. It was headed for Ben Turner. He was open and probably had some room to run, but the ball was tipped. It'll be 3rd and 10.
So you know what else lawn sprinklers are good for? They're good for doing the exterior in the holiday comprehensive Christmas lighting service. So if you don't want to hang your lights yourself, give them a call. They'll do it for you and
They can
and
light
hook
you
you
up.
up. They can light you up and light up your yard for the holiday season.
That'll be smashing. So here we go. 3rd and 10. Bulldogs need a big first down desperately with 5:36 left to play here in the second quarter. They trail it by 10. Back goes Burrows, being rushed. Going to go long and deep. Nobody there. They were not on the same page there.
That's been the biggest issue with Burrows and his receivers tonight. They are, as you said, not on the same page. And he's overthrown his receivers not once, not twice, but at least 3 times tonight.
So here we go. Bulldogs are going to have to punt again. Ashan will be deep for Grosse Pointe South, and kicking the ball away for Romeo, Anthony Marici. Punt was effective last time. Wasn't his greatest effort, but it was effective. Goes back to the soccer thing. He gets a nice rollies out of that one. All the way down to the 15-yard line of the Blue Devils, where it will be 1st and 10 for Grosse Pointe South.
Took a beautiful Romeo roll, and that's where Tim said they'll start, the 15-yard line. So let's go with TAR Financial as our next sponsor. TAR Financial has been in financial service business right here in Romeo for over 25 years. Generous contributors community, and even opening a second office in downtown Armada. Creator and annual sponsor for the giant inflatable bulldog we've seen at various Romeo events, including the video coverage you saw earlier from our cameraman getting the bulldog and the team as the team runs out.
1st and 10 from the 15. Lupo hands off, trying to go up the middle. Looks like Michelotti. Or was it? Yes, it was Michelotti. Tried to go up the middle, and good play there to stop that was number 30 for the Bulldogs.
Number 30 for the Bulldogs had a great tackle on defense, and you know who else has great tackles? That's TAR. They know how to tackle your savings for retirement, college, or developing an estate strategy. Personal services focus on your needs, wants, and financial goals.
You got any money?
Not much.
Well,
I do need more money.
if you had money, you'd go to TAR Financial. But if you don't have any money, stay away.
Well, they can help you save money, though.
Yeah, if you got it. If you don't got it, you ain't saving anything. There's a deep throw out there, 10 for Patty, number 10, and it goes incomplete.
Grosse Pointe South tried to do something fancy and go for a long ball pass on 1st and 10. Overthrows his receiver. Has nothing going on.
Let's see here. Ryan Warburn. Number 30 is Ryan Warburn, and he's a sophomore.
The ability to be a sophomore and playing on varsity is phenomenal. That means the coaches saw something in you when you were a freshman and asked you to come up and, hey, we want you to be with us. We want you to start on the defensive front.
Still waiting to see what they saw in me.
I think we all are.
3rd and 10 on the 15 for the Blue Devils. Back goes Lupo to throw. We're going to go up the middle of Michelotti. He's got it, but he is quickly knocked down. Tripped up there again by the Bulldogs. Number 57, Gavin Wardowski, and covering up and finally making the end of that tackle is Roulier. So the defense is now playing pretty well.
Great job for a 3-and-out by the Bulldogs to cause Grosse Pointe South to punt the ball away. Hopefully getting better field position, because this is a battle of field position and trying to get closer to the end zone so you can score. Bulldogs need to score before halftime. They've got to put something on the board, whether it's a field goal, a preferable touchdown. With about 3:48 and counting, they got to pick it up quick. Here comes the block on hand, though.
Rosati back to punt for Grosse Pointe South. He hasn't had the best punts. He hasn't been the best field goal kicker, but he gets a good one off there. Brody Meyer got it to 50, makes a move on one man, but not the second one. Those two linebackers there for Grosse Pointe South. And finally, Hayden Crane wraps him up. And down goes Brody. Couldn't elude that tackler.
If you're going to do run east or west. Don't run south. He ran south trying to be fancy, trying to juke a guy. He ended up losing 5 yards on that play.
So here we go. Romeo with 3:25 left to play in the second quarter, desperately needing some first downs and some scores. Hand off to Victor Earl. Got one block, but then he's sandwiched there and nailed by the Grosse Pointe South cornerback Lucas Ogden. And Lucas held on to Victor for dear life. Victor got maybe a yard.
So you have the lineman. He goes out and blocks the linebacker, but he completely blows by another guy who's right there ready to wrap up and make a tackle. And I don't know if he's counting on Earl to juke him out of his shoes, but as you told me before the game, this team for the Blue Devils are surefire tacklers, and they know how to tackle in the open field.
DJ Phillips had it and dropped it. I don't know. He usually catches that. He's usually like 100 times out of 100 catches that ball.
I don't know if he was thinking about the run afterward or thought about the hit he was going to take, but definitely dropped that pass he should have caught, and brings up a long third down. Bulldogs have had a lot of long third downs this game. Converted a couple, but not every one.
Now it's going to be 3rd and 9, and the ball's on the 46-yard line of the Bulldogs. Screen pass out there. Joey DeBaldo avoids one man, but not the second one. And again, the sure-handed tackling of linebacker number 35, Lex Wilson. And Joey got maybe a yard.
4th down for the Bulldogs. Got maybe, as you said, a yard. Bulldogs are struggling offensively. Minus that one awesome drive they had that ended in a fumble, which caused this Blue Devils to go down and score a touchdown. Their offense has stalled almost every single drive. Can't get anything going. No one's on the same page. The defense has got to close it out here, keep it 10-0, go into the locker room and figure it out. Tell the offense to get whatever is bothering them worked out, because they need to put points on the board and need to get to work in the second half.
Marici to kick to Hepner is back there. Kicks a high one. Hepner there on the 25, and he'll get up to the 28-yard line. Good tackle there by number 44, Jacob Turley.
So we have another sponsor. Let's talk about that. Romeo Dairy Queen. Hot eats, cool treats. Home of the pumpkin pie blizzard. Get it before it is gone for the season. I'm telling you right now, if you like pumpkin spice and pumpkin pie, it's a perfect blizzard to get. To go along with some a hamburger, a coney dog, or some chicken nuggets, chicken strips, whatever they got in French fries. Hot eats, cool treats. Romeo Dairy Queen.
So here we go. Their own 29. The Blue Devils have a minute 44 to work with. They have all 3 of their timeouts. So pitch out there to Argnoni, and he's not going anywhere on that left side. Romeo defense does a good job of sealing that off. So Jake Watson over there too as well.
Great job by the Bulldogs to keep contain. They actually ended up losing about half a yard because of great contain on the defensive front. Brings up a 2nd and 10.5.
Going to bring into play here and see what they call. They're content to run that, and the clock is running down into a minute, so maybe they're not interested in getting down the field.
I mean, they have all 3 timeouts, so they have the ability to go into the hurry-up mode and get more points before halftime. But maybe they're just content on how they've played so far.
That's what it looks like. Agnoni again with the run.
Well, you know who's not content on being mediocre every single day? Is a company that's been in service for almost 32 years. That is Romeo Family Restaurant. They strive to be #1 in our hearts and in our bellies every single day.
In your belly?
That's right, with that awesome homemade fresh soup every day. They make it from scratch. It's so delicious.
Well, I'm going to tell you what they had at breakfast. They have a spinach omelet that's like spinach pie omelet.
Can't beat it.
Oh, it was great.
Romeo Family Restaurant, been serving the community of Romeo for so many years. So we want to say thank you to our sponsors when we go to halftime, because we always do that every single game.
Quest Physical Therapy and Medical Fitness is the proud provider of the athletic training services for Romeo High School. Check out Health Quest Physical Therapy for more info.
It's going to be 3rd down. Romeo calls a timeout with 49 seconds left to play. We'll see if Lupo's going to call. Michelotti is out of the game, so Agnoni is the running back. Oh, he's in motion. Oh, Michelotti is in the game. He's going to take the Wildcat snap and close to a 1st down, but he doesn't get it. It'll be 4th down. See, Romeo's going to call another timeout.
Definitely want to stop the clock.
42 seconds left.
Maybe Romeo will get into a hurry up and get down the field, get a field goal, something, some kind of points before halftime.
Well, they're going to have to do it with no timeouts.
So Mitt TV has gotten very advanced with the production. So last year we didn't have instant replay. Now we do this year, and I feel like I can do my job so much better, and I can give you greater stats and greater color commentary because I can see all the awesome instant replays. So huge shout out to Mitt TV for doing an awesome job with the production.
He's just smiling here. Our producer, Brendan Schreiber, he's just smiling. Thank you. He said thank you. That's politeness right there. You don't get it any better than that.
That's right.
Well, Rosati going to kick it and punt it away for Grosse Pointe South. Romeo look like they all want to come and get it, but they don't. And great punt by Rosati. And there should be a flag there. He got his face mask grabbed, but the refs aren't doing anything to call it. Well, maybe they got slow eyes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm up in the booth. I'm not in the field, and I could see it from here. But
it's up to the 33-yard line for Romeo, and they've got exactly 34.7 seconds left. Let's see what they do. One thing in high school, clock stops after a 1st down. So. Caught out there. DJ Phillips makes a catch. It's a 1st down. Clock will stop. Romeo's going to have to line it up here.
Ball caught by number 12, DJ Phillips.
They're going to move the change, and when it's ready,
they're going to get a quick play in, set
seconds.
up.
See what they do here. Burrow gets it out in the flat.
Trying to get out of bounds.
Ben Turner, good job of getting out of bounds and the 1st down, and we got a flag as well.
Yep.
That could be a personal foul penalty. We'll see.
This is probably going to be called a personal foul, LHOB. Late hit out of bounds. A lob penalty. Late hit out of bounds on the Blue Devils.
Sounds like lob to me.
It's
going to move Romeo deeper into the Blue Devil territory, all the way to the 31-yard line with 17 seconds left. See if the Bulldogs will go to the end zone or if they're just looking to play for a field goal here.
I mean, they got how many timeouts left? They got, 2 timeouts left? Or no timeouts left, actually? You got to go to the end zone. Got to take a shot here at least. Or if you have to go
pass to Victor Earl.
Out of bounds.
And he gets out of bounds. Boy,
Victor Earl.
Close block there by Watson. We'll get 12 seconds left. It would be I want to say a good 44 yards away for a field goal. So I think they want to take one more shot, try to get a little closer. But they're going to have to get out of bounds, or if they get the first down, they're going to quickly run up there and spike it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you could take 2 shots, I mean, as long as you do a sideline throw, you can take 2 shots to get closer to the end zone. Maybe a touchdown is possible.
2nd and 6. Back goes Burrow, being rushed. He's going to throw it out
There's
there.
one
Jake
wide
Watson's
open.
right there, and he can't hold on. Oh, my. He was wide open. He couldn't make the catch.
Man. Instant replay. We don't want to see this, but we're going to. Wow, he had it. It bounced off his hands not once, not twice, but 3 times he had an opportunity to catch it, and it just fell short.
He was counting his chickens before they were hatched, I think.
You know, and that was a thank you, God moment for Grosse Pointe South, because they blew an assignment, and he was wide open, going to walk in for a score.
Romeo has had no breaks tonight. They've moved the football, but not a lot of breaks.
Timeout by Grosse Pointe South. They don't like what they see. They need to take
No, he doesn't like his defense. Everybody's playing up close, and he's probably going to go for the prevent defense. There's 7 seconds left. I mean, they could go for a quick timeout.
Yeah, and Romeo's going to take another shot towards the end zone. You just got to get enough players in the backfield to help block so this defensive line cannot get through. I mean, South is going to play a max prevent defense. They're going to put a bunch of defensive backs in the backfield to try to guard every receiver and tight end possible. Bulldogs need this score desperately to go into halftime. Still down, but hopefully down only 10-7.
A field goal here.
You think? Can the kicker hit this? What is it? They're at the what? They're at the 28-yard line. 28-yard line, and you're looking at 10 yards plus another, what is it, 5 yards? So 15 plus 29. Look at 44-yard field goal.
Who did you take math from?
Romeo High School.
Oh, there you go. There you go. They're not going to kick it. So
no.
Burrows is going to go back on there. He thought they were going to kick it.
I mean, 44-yard field goal it would have been.
Let's see what he does here. Goes for the corner, and Ben Turner well covered out there by Blue Devils number 20, Lucas Ogden, and so it will be 4th down. So now they're going to kick it. They are going to kick it.
44. Looks like a 44-yarder. He's at the so they're at the 28. So it's about 5 yards back. So that's 33 plus 10 yards to the uprights.
He's going to take it from the 40, from the 35. I think that's where he's going to mark it down. Yeah, he's going to mark it. It'll be a 45-yard field goal by Joey Silai.
45-yarder.
And doing the holding, Max Fountain. Now, what do we got?
Freezing the kicker. Time out by the Blue Devils. Well, they're going to take time out, and we're going to do it right before halftime. We always do it. So thank you to our sponsors, Country Smokehouse, Blue Water Trucking of Romeo, Main Street Kitchen and Bar, Earth Environments, Romeo Printing, American Lawns and Sprinkler, Tar Financial, Romeo Dairy Queen, and last but certainly not least, Romeo Family Restaurant. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We'll talk more about them in the next half.
When we get to halftime, we'd like to invite all
What did you
court
say?
members and their escorts down to.
Did you say thank you to our sponsors?
I did. I said thank you
Well, you
to
know,
our awesome sponsors, and I've been to a lot of these sponsors.
This game wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, so we'd like to thank them for sure, sincerely. And we would hope now that Joey Salai can put a 45-yard field goal, get Romeo on the board.
And the biggest thing is, if you want your name out there, we're always looking for more sponsors. Please contact Mitt TV. We'll be happy to have you as a sponsor.
Joey's kick is up. He's got enough leg. Oh, it hit the crossbar. It hit the crossbar and is no good.
Clangtown, population 0. No points scored. Instant replay. We don't want to see it, but we just did. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, that's the end of the first half. The score, the Blue Devils 10 and the Romeo Bulldogs nothing. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
Please welcome to the field the Romeo High School varsity cheer team. Here for the Romeo High School varsity cheer team. Once again, I'd like to remind all court members and their escorts to head down to the gate entrance nearest the concession stand. Please head down there at this time. And now please welcome to the field the Romeo High School varsity dance team. Let's hear it for Romeo High School varsity dance team. Let's hear it for the Bulldogs, too. On an unrelated note, let's hear it for Kayla. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Romeo High School Marching Band. The 2023 Romeo Bulldog Marching Band is under the direction of John Phillips and Scott Hill. This year, the RHS Band is featuring the music of a rock and roll legend as we perform the music of Elvis Presley. The Bulldogs run under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Joey Sarver and Junior Drum Major Petra Kelly. The band opens tonight's performance with songs from Elvis's long Las Vegas residency. The band now performs two of the King's major hits from the 1970s with Burning Love and CC Rider. Next up, the band's going to do some earlier hits from the 1950s. Enjoy some of early rock and roll's most iconic tunes with Hound Dog, Love Me Tender, and Jailhouse Rock, featuring our trumpet section. The band closes the Elvis portion of the show with a 1961 hit that has been listed as one of the greatest songs of all time. From the soundtrack of Blue Hawaii, they open the show with Elvis's classic, Can't Help Falling in Love. Elvis has left the building. The band now invites members of our band alumni back to the field for Homecoming 2023 as we celebrate another great year with Elton John's 1983 hit, I'm Still Standing. Let's hear it for the Romeo High School Marching Band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our homecoming court. Starting with our freshman homecoming court members, Landon Fetty. He's with his parents, Seth and Brandy. He's in the freshman academy, likes to spend time with family and friends. His future plans are he'd like to attend college, hopes to play football. Other freshman member of the court is Leah Adamczyk. She's with John and Joy. Something she likes to do is hang out with her friends and family. She hopes to become a real estate agent. For sophomores, Ty Coates. His parents are David and Michelle. He's in the BEI Academy. Likes to play football and hang out with his friends. His future plans, he hopes to be very successful. Also in the sophomore class, Angelina Beloli. She's with Grace and Brian. She's in the BEI Academy in a business pathway. She likes to play volleyball, hopes to attend a good college, and continue her education. For the juniors, we have Mark Wasman, who's with Kim and Keith. He's in the Denham Academy with the media pathway. Something he likes to do is he loves the weather, hopes to play basketball, plans to go to CMU and study meteorology. Also a junior, Evie Goetsch. She's with Amanda and Mark. She's in the HHP Academy. She likes to run track and play basketball, hopes to go to med school. And the seniors, starting with the boys. We have Ben Turner. He's with Jenny and Mike. He's in the BEI Academy. He likes to play football and Fortnite. Plans to go to college, try to pursue a marketing degree for finance. Joey DeValdo is with Tony and Michelle. He's also in the BEI Academy. Likes to play football, plans to go to college and become a real estate agent. Owen Youngblood with Terry and Christy. He's in the BEI entrepreneurship pathway. Likes to play football, wrestle, and go on vacation. Plans to attend college and would like to earn a degree in entrepreneurship. Victor Earl is with Nikki. He's in the BEI pathway. Something he likes to do is play football. He'd like to continue playing football at CMU and study business. Jack Barish is with Ken and Renee. He's in the Dem Academy. Likes to play golf. Hopes to get married and get a degree. Very specific. And the girls. Abby Ganfield is with Penny and Derek. She's in the HHP medical pathway. Likes to hang out with friends, play basketball and softball. Plans to attend a university and major in something math related. Sophia Sunderlich with Dave and Dawn in the HHP emergency medical pathway. Likes to dance, play with dogs, and build Legos. Plans to attend college, go into a law-related career. Ava Kelly is with June and Eric. She's in the BEI Academy. Likes to play soccer and hang out with friends. Her future plans include attending Saginaw Valley, playing collegiate soccer there, still unsure of her major. Kate Block is with Beth and Michael. She's in the BEI Academy. Likes to dance and spend time with her friends and family. Plans to attend Michigan State University. And Trista O'Neill is with Amy and Steve. She's in the BEI Academy. Likes to play volleyball, tennis, draw, and go to concerts. The plans are, she's committed to Saginaw Valley for volleyball, plans on becoming an occupational therapist. Before we get to the winning king and queen, we need to announce the winning float for this year's homecoming parade. In fourth place, the freshman class. In third place, the senior class. In second place, the sophomore class, which means in first place is the junior class. Speaking of the homecoming parade, we'd like to give a special shout out to Suburban Ford of Romeo for helping us with our trucks for this year's parade. And the winning king and queen for 2023, let's start with the king. The winning king is Ben Turner. And the winning queen for 2023 homecoming, Trista Emil. Let's hear it for our entire homecoming court for 2023, but especially our king and queen, Ben Turner, Trista Emil. Thanks again to everyone who participated in our court this year. In just a minute, I'll be reading our winning 50-50 number. Our winning 50-50 ticket number tonight, it's a green ticket, 983-834. 983-834. If you got that ticket, bring it up to the dress box to collect your prize. If you don't have that ticket, hold on to your ticket in case that guy left.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Romeo High School football game between Romeo and Grosse Pointe South. A little squib kick. It's covered by Grosse Pointe South.
Grosse Pointe South pulled a fast one on the Bulldogs. Decided to go for an onside kick. Surprised the Bulldogs got it, and it is their ball instead of the Bulldogs' ball to start here in the second half.
And that's just the Bulldogs were hoping they were going to get the ball and to start the second half and maybe put a nice drive together. Now they got to play defense.
It's just been one bad bounce after another for the Bulldogs tonight. It's almost like it's Friday the 13th.
No, it is Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th. Oh, gosh.
Coach Reines, don't tell him that.
No.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils on the 42 of Romeo. They lead it 10-0 here, just underway in the second half. Lupo, he sees some room around the right side. He's going to take off and run, and he's going to get about 7 or 8 yards. On that right side, he goes out of bounds, and it'll be second down. I'm going to give him 5 for sure. Looks like a second down and 5.
Yeah, the contain on the outside was not very good. He got some yards, about 6 or 5 yards on that carry. Bulldogs need to get a quick 3 and out here, get that ball back. That should have been their ball to start this half, but.
And the Bulldogs were playing rather strong there after they gave up that touchdown. The defense hasn't been playing too bad. But, Grosse Pointe South's defense got a few breaks and was playing tough as well. Lupo's pass, right in and out of the hands of number 11. That's Carter Richards. He couldn't handle that.
He went for a quick strike, but as you said, it bounced off his hands, couldn't handle it. 3rd down and about 5. Scoring summary for the first half. You had Vincent Bachun, who scored the lone touchdown of the game, and the Blue Devils also got a field goal. That's where we stand at 10-0 if you missed the first half.
So it's 3rd down and 5 for Grosse Pointe South. Romeo got to tighten it up early here in the 3rd quarter to try and stop, force the Blue Devils to punt. Fake the blitz. They drop back a bit. Looking. Lupo, he's in trouble. Being chased out there. Now you can throw it to the sidelines. Caught out there. Vachon with the catch. And he's all the way into side of 30 to the 28-yard line, it looks like.
That tiny guy's got some speed, and he realized his quarterback was in trouble, so he used his speed, got to the sideline, caught that ball, went a couple more yards up the field. 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
And they're at the Romeo 28, threatening again, leading 10-0. Just started the 3rd quarter, and already they're marching.
Bulldog defense got to come up big like they did in the first half. Got to stop them here. Allow no points.
Lupo going back and fire into the end zone, looking for a man. It's Carter Richards, but the pass was thrown a little too early. Foster on the coverage there.
Foster fell down too, so it's a good thing that the ball was overthrown, underthrown, or thrown a little early, because Foster was down for the count. If he would have caught that, he's in the end zone scoring.
2nd down and 10. Let's see what the Blue Devils come up with here. Lupo back there with Michelotti as the running back, number 4. The pitch is to Michelotti, tries to get the outside, cuts it up. Undercut nicely there by Kelly. He got maybe, I thought he got a couple, but official says 1.
Yeah, he ran a long way for 1. That's why it felt like it was a lot more. Great job by number 26 of the Bulldogs to come up and make that tackle, Mr. Brendan Revito. I was talking to Cody Smith earlier, the AD for Romeo, and at the moment, Romeo is ranked 30 out of 32 teams to make the playoffs. So it's not just about strength, it's about wins and losses this
Look
year.
out, here comes Lupo. He's got an opening. And he's shouldered there. He's going to be short of the first down. Well, it's going to be fourth down and yard and a half. Maybe two.
Probably going to come out and kick the field goal, add some points, and if they kick a field goal, they're still up by 2 scores.
I don't know. It looks like they're bringing some beef in here. Yeah, that's what it is.
Is the lady on the sideline who asked where's the
Lupo,
beef?
he's coming back in. And, yeah, they got some beef there, so I think you're just going to try to pound it at Romeo. So.
I mean, you got to load up the box with at least 8 and keep 3 on the outside in case they try to do a jump pass.
Handoff is to the big linebacker, number 35. He's not going to make it.
Nothing.
Lex Wilson tried to pound it, and Romeo pounded it right back. And it'll be Romeo ball, 1st and 10. So they dodge the onside kick, and we'll take over the ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Turnover on downs, the perfect thing the defense needs. Now, hopefully, this breathes some life into the offense where the offense can do something spectacular and go down and score. Touchdowns only. Let's not go for 3. If you got to go for 3, fine, but touchdown, touchdown, touchdown is what the Bulldogs need.
Well, let's see here. Ben Turner and the Baldo are going to go to the right now. Come all the way across the way is DJ Phillips. He's going to line up on the bottom of your screen. Caden Burrows looking for Phillips. He's got it. DJ gets by a man. Gets the first down up to the 31-yard line.
Hey, yo, DJ, good job by DJ Phillips. They flipped him to the side, and there's a quick strike to Phillips. He was able to make one guy miss, get a bunch of yardage. First down for the Bulldogs, first down of the second half.
Now Burrows, he's got Victor Earl in the backfield. Well, Victor's got it. Tries to get by a man, and he's going to be tackled down there. And a good way to wrap him up there was Alex Rothus, number 18, did a good job. And so did number 33. That's Josh Lemansky. Sure tacklers.
Victor can do a lot, but unfortunately he cannot do much if he doesn't have much blockers in front of him. He tried to make a man miss, and it just did not work.
Looks like he's a little banged up, but he got a little bit of a hole there. Forges forward, and you got a decent amount of yardage there. Up to the 35. It'll be a 3rd and manageable for Romeo.
Biggest thing is he had blockers in front, but this defense is pretty good at slashing through the blockers and getting to the running back and getting stops before a big gain happens. It was a nice 5-yard gain, but Bulldogs need another 5 yards for another first down.
Now they break out of the trips in the bottom of your screen. Caden Burrow being rushed. He moves forward, looking for a man. And he's going to try to bull his way. He's not going to go very far. He's knocked out there again by Rothus. Where's he going to park it? At the 38-yard line of Romeo. It'll be 4th down. They're going to have to punt again.
Yeah, Bulldogs tried to go for another first down. Quarterback tried on a keeper, but just nothing doing. This defense is fast, got to him in time, pushed him out of bounds.
They got a big rush there from number 81, Andrew Pesikowski.
Blue Devil defense does it again. Bulldogs are stifled, and they got to punt it away.
Deep is a Wyatt Hepner. He is the coach's son. He's out there.
Have a max protect punt.
Marici with it. And he gets a little foot in. It's going to the sidelines. It's going to be out of bounds. See where it hit. Right at the 35, where it'll be 1st and 10. Blue Devils. 7-10 left to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Where would we be if it wasn't for our sponsors? Let's start off with the Country Smokehouse. They are a 30-plus-year-old family-owned and operated wild game, gourmet meats, and specialty food store located here in Elmont, Michigan. Let me tell you, they have over 220 award-winning products that is made in-house every single day, and it's available to ship nationwide, so your entire family across the country can enjoy this. Hours Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Thank you to the Country Smokehouse for sponsoring us. There's Lupo, a little quick pass. Now we got a couple guys in motion at the same time.
Illegal procedure.
Connor Patty was moving, number 10. And so it'll be 5 yards marked against the Blue Devils. So it'll make it 1st and 15, and they'll be on their own 30-yard line.
Country Smokehouse is known for them, that big cow up front of their property, and they're pretty good food. I actually tried them. My church actually got them for a little potluck dinner celebration outside, and let me tell you, they are delicious with their pig roast.
Well, here we go. 1st and 15. We'll see here what Jack Lupo has in mind. Quick out to the flat to Sean. A good coverage here. Victor Earls right there in his face, along with Wardowski. Put a lot of pressure on Lupo, and he couldn't get a good pass to Vachon.
Vachon was a little upset. He thought he might have got a pass interfered with, but ref said clean play, good defense by the Bulldogs. 2nd and 5. 5 plus 10 is 15.
Good, there you go. That's good. How many fingers do I have? How many am I
well, I mean, if it's a Dr. Seuss book, red fish, bluefish, then you have 11.
Bluefish, that's an oily fish.
That's true.
If you ever had it, it's oily.
It's tuna fish?
The bluefish is an oily fish. I know. Oh, here we go. 2nd and 15. Lupo going to come up the middle. Initially stopped there, grabbed onto by number 36, it looks like, for Romeo Bulldogs, and that's Thomas Pratt. Got a hold of him and only held him to a couple-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 13.
Good job by the Bulldogs to recognize that he was about to take off. They got to him quickly. Only got about 2 yards on the gain, maybe 3. Facing a 3rd and 13, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13, 3rd and 12, I should say. Not 3rd and 2, but.
To the outside, Agnoni. He's going nowhere. Again, Pratt in on that tackle. And it'll be 4th down. Romeo holds them here at the 5:40 mark of the 3rd quarter. And Blue Devils at the punt. Brody Meyer going to go back.
Bulldog defense coming up big again when it needs to, stopping the Blue Devils dead in their tracks. Now hopefully the Romeo offense can find some kind of life, a little bit more than what they had in the first half.
And here's Rosati to kick it for Grosse Pointe South. It's a nice foot into it, but he punches it basically with his foot. It goes out of bounds right there at the 30 of Romeo, and the Bulldog offense will come on and see if they can catch a spark here and light a fire and get a touchdown.
You know who else catches a spark and lights a fire? Blue Water Trucking in Romeo, Michigan. They are a dry van asset-based carrier, and they haul freight all throughout the United States, but primarily they stay mostly in the Midwest, delivering bulk water to the state of Michigan, largely in the greater Detroit area. They are a family-owned and operated company for over 40 years, since 1977. That's not as old as Tim, but that's still a long time old.
Pecking and poking, pouring water on you, smoking.
That's right. Formed and located in Romeo.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 30. Caden Burrows, quick pass to DJ Phillips. He catches it. A nice gain on 1st down of about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. That's what Coach Reines was talking about. He wanted to get decent gains on 1st down, and he hadn't been getting that the whole game. So if that's the way things are going to be, resorting to that, then that's what he's going to have to do.
Quick strikes and quick yardage.
Burrow, give to Earl. Richter coming through there. Maybe got about 2 yards.
Yep, that's about right. Victor Earl once again up the middle of the field. That strong defensive lineman group of Grosse Pointe South is only going to allow him to have a couple, if that, if he's possible to get back to this line of scrimmage. 3rd and about 3 or 4, depending on what metric system you use.
I think there's only one. Well, let's see what Caden can do here at 3rd and 4. Right to DeBaldo. Steps up in the pocket. Take it out now. He's going to fake run. Now he throws it. It's knocked away. Oh, nice play there by number 18, Alex Rothus. He was coming after Caden. Caden thought he could sidearm it like what's that guy from Los Angeles? He used to be the quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
That guy.
And
that guy.
he couldn't. It was knocked away by Rothus. And again, Romeo will have to punt. They showing not much on offense tonight.
No, Blue Devils definitely have the Bulldogs' number on offense. It was just that one drive and then that potential scoring touchdown that Watson touched 3 times but dropped. That's the only signs of life this offense has seen. Still a lot of game left, and this defense is keeping Romeo in it for sure. Just got to keep doing their job and keep Romeo in it.
Ball's bouncing around. Somebody wants to touch it. And yeah, let it roll a little bit there. Yeah, there you go.
Takes a Romeo roll down to the 24.
And it's touched there by the Bulldogs, and that's where Grosse Pointe South will start. I have a feeling the defense is going to have to score this one.
Well, we're in the depths of the World Series, time for playoffs in baseball. So if you want to go with a place that hits a home run every time, check out Main Street Kitchen and Bar, your hometown place for all the sports, the brews, the food, and everything else you want to enjoy from a great place to watch all your sports that you want during this fall. Baseball playoffs are going on. Basketball is getting in the swing of preseason. College basketball coming up soon. College football is next. And the NFL on Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
1st and 10, Blue Devils. Ball's on their own 24-yard line. Lupo's back there. He's got Michelotti as his running back. Probably going to expect them to run, and they are. Victor Earl with a nice play. Ran him down from behind. No gain on the play.
Victor Earl stepping up in big ways on offense and defense, keeping his team in this. Maybe a minimal gain of a yard, half a yard. 2nd at about 9.5.
Is that the metric system, or is that the
I mean,
Fahrenheit?
It's not Celsius, that's for sure.
Well, here we go. Looks like they've got a half yard, so we'll give him credit where credit is due.
But if you're not into sports, check out that Main Street Kitchen and Bar because they also have karaoke and live entertainment all year round.
So here we go. Pilati's going to get it again. Oh, and he's hit. Fumble ball. Still loose. Still loose.
Still loose. No one has control yet. Do the Bulldogs have it? This would be a big break for the Bulldogs because of the defense. If they can come up with this ball, it's changing hands like crazy in that pile. Bulldogs say it's theirs. South says it's theirs. Who's it belong to?
It was a solid hit, man. No, Grosse Pointe South got it back there, saying.
Grosse Pointe South ball. That ball probably changed hands several times in that pile.
It was squirting out there like a rugby ball, and it's going to be about 5-6 yard loss.
That was Victor Earl who came up big again.
3rd and 25. I don't know if we can see that again.
We did see the live instant replay. Everyone at home saw it too.
Somebody has to squeeze my pinky finger here. So
that's right. Victor Earl, big hit, fumble. Bulldogs can't come away with it, but it's a great defensive stop. Puts him up in 3rd and super long.
Nicolati trying to go around the left side. He's tackled right there. And that's our buddy, number 21.
Xavier Ruja.
That's your boy.
That's right. Brady, Xavier Ruja. Nice job to tackle him in the backfield, 4th and long. Once again, a 3 and out for the Blue Devils. Bulldogs can get this ball back. Hopefully their offense can find some kind of spark from that awesome defensive stop the Bulldogs are able to produce.
And we'll see if they can get a little spark and a decent return. Rosati going to kick it for Grosse Pointe South. He's been a lot better as of late, these last ones. Romeo goes for the block. They almost get it. Don't quite get it. Brody Meyer avoids one man. Now he's set up on the right side. There he goes to the 45, to the 40. 35, 30, 25, 20. And finally
From
caught from
behind.
behind there. It's like the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I would say so. Great job by Brody Meyer to zigzag and head north all the time. Gets tackled behind for a touchdown-saving tackle by number 6, the Grosse Pointe South.
Domazlowski.
But the spark is there from the defense to the special teams. Now the offense has the opportunity to continue the spark and keep going.
Get you a sparkler.
Yeah, sparklers all year round.
Here we go. First and 10, balls on the 14-yard line of Grosse Pointe South, the best field position for the Bulldogs all night. See if they can capitalize on it. Caden Burrows is going to go with the fade, and DJ didn't read it like that.
No, a little misread by the wide receiver and the quarterback. He called one play, he thought it was another, and unfortunately, incomplete
Caden
pass.
told him, hey, you missed that one, son. You gotta pay attention to me and call for the fade. And he normally can beat just about anybody. DJ can't.
502 340.
So, sneaking in for Romeo, Ryan Ulier is in there now. It's a good secondary for the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils. There's a hand off to Victor Earl. He tries to slither through. Maybe got a couple of yards. Down to the 12. Romeo knows they just need a score here with 59 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. They'd like to get it before the third quarter ends, though.
Yeah, quick scores are better. That way you give the ball back to them, another 3 and out for them, and then you get the ball back quicker. You kill the rest of the clock in the fourth quarter, go down and score another touchdown. Win the game 14-10.
And here goes over center. Caden Burrows.
He's looking for Earl.
He's got Victor. Can Victor get to the first down sticks? No. I don't think so.
Question is do you go for it on fourth down or do you kick a field goal to get some points?
Oh, I think you got to go. You can't. Yeah, he's a couple yards short. Maybe they do kick it.
No, they potentially could run out the clock. There is only 13 seconds, and there's a big difference between the play clock and the game clock. And they did run a play.
Caden Burrows pushing him ahead. I don't know. He's still fighting for it. He's close. He's really close.
Doing the tush-push play.
And depends on where they mark it.
And we have instant replay, but the refs don't use it, so we don't know if it's short or not.
It is
South
short.
is saying short. They didn't even call for a measurement.
Blue Devils take over.
Oh, they say he's short, and I think Coach Reines would like a measurement there.
It looks like he might get it.
I think they're going to call for it.
Trombone line is going to do.
They're talking about it down there about bringing the chains on, but
It looks like they're gonna because South is now walking away.
well, it's the end of the third quarter, and the score is 10-0.
Never mind, that's why.
Grosse Pointe South, but I guess maybe they're not going to get a measurement anyway.
Well, speaking of awesome things that we were talking about today, let's talk more about Earth Environments. They are dedicated to making the world a more beautiful place with the materials and workmanship that is second to none. They bring the highest quality end result, and they will do whatever it takes to help create a breathtaking environment that's lasting a lifetime of beauty. Through passion, dedication, and inspiration from nature, they bring the built environment forward to preserve your community. Available to meet and review your projects for the rest of this year and also for next year. Get set up early so that way you can have a beautiful environment in your own backyard.
Grosse Pointe South is going to take over, and the ball will be placed on their own 5-yard line. Caden Burrows about a half-yard short on that run.
We call that a success. We're all still with us.
This is the big opportunity for the defense. They've got to come up big, some sack, maybe a safety here.
Romeo only got 10 players on.
Nice job. That's exactly what the defense has got to do.
Not going to matter as they knife through there and get number 35, Lex Wilson.
And the funny thing is about that play, the South tried to catch Romeo off guard, but South rushing too fast to the line of scrimmage caught themselves off guard. As you said, they were the defense was able to knife through the line and get them behind the line of scrimmage.
A big part of that was number 36, Thomas Brack, coming on late, and he was in a full run by the time the ball was snapped, and that kind of confused everybody too.
Yep.
He just banged into some guys. 2nd and 5. Lupo rolls out. He got a man wide open. Caught out there.
That's the big tight end, and
That's Ballinger.
That's actually not Ballinger. That's someone else. That's another guy. 99. Haven't called his number yet today.
Zielinowski.
99. No, he was the big fullback, I think.
Man, he's a huge guy. Maybe he was tackle eligible.
It's possible.
So they get a first down. The Blue Devils do. They're up to the 17-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
I don't know. According to Sticks, it's still 3rd down, but Sticks are wrong.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10 on the scoreboard. Somebody's smoking the drapes down there. Here we go. Lupo from the shotgun. Fake start going to. Oh, what do we got? Another flag.
Illegal procedure.
So it'll go back 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 15.
Bulldog defense. I don't think Romeo has a penalty at all game. I know I'm putting it out in the universe right now, and it's probably going to happen next, but
shouldn't have said that.
I don't think Romeo has got a penalty called on them all game long.
It's Friday the 13th. You shouldn't have said
that. That is some great discipline by the Bulldogs to not have a penalty called all game.
Well, it's either discipline or they're not playing hard enough. One of the two.
I didn't want to go there. I mean, it's 10-0, so someone's playing hard out there to keep it 10-0.
Lupo going to go for a short one there. It's caught out there.
Got back to the
looks
original
like
line of scrimmage.
Carmen Richards, I believe, out there, number 11.
Bulldogs have done a great job to take away that big tight end from the first half. Number 88, Taylor Swift, is in the stands crying right now because her man isn't catching the ball. But, hey, you guys Bulldogs are doing a great job to stop him.
Taylor Swift's here?
I thought I saw coverage of her here earlier tonight, but
don't tell Lucas. He'd be all over that, boy.
Speaking of something else that's awesome besides Taylor Swift, we're talking about the Romeo Printing Company. Your low-cost answer to high-quality printing since 1985. That's 38 years being in business. They're your go-to local printing company. Using the latest in digital printing equipment, Romeo Printing is available to quickly and professionally produce all your marketing and printed products for your graduation parties, your weddings, for your 40th birthday parties, which that'll be me coming up in January. I'll have a 40th birthday party. It's
over the hill.
Crazy to say that, I'm going to be 40 soon, but yeah.
Over the hill.
Yeah.
I found my thrill when I was over the hill.
Johnny Cash?
No. 2nd down and 9. Blue Devils. Lupo, nice pass out there to Vachon. And Kelly's trying to push him back, and the rest of the Bulldogs. And they do get him short of that first down. It'll be 3rd down. But slowly and methodically, the Blue Devils are just eating away at that clock, keeping possession of the football.
The Bulldogs have got to find some way to slow them down and defensively get a stop here and now, get the ball back, and then offense has got to find another answer, or the defense just need a takeaway. Cause a fumble, intercept that ball, run it back to the end zone, give your offense a little sign of life.
3rd and 1. Bulldogs show blitz. Here they come, and it's thrown over there to the big tight end Ballinger over the middle. He's got a first down all the way up to the 34-yard line.
That's his first catch in the second half. It took all the way to the 4th quarter, but he got a catch because they caught the Bulldogs in and bringing the house blitz. Just a little soft coverage in the zone defense, and they got a first down.
Well, the ball is on the 34. Blue Devils with 9 minutes left to play have the lead 10-0. Bulldogs trying desperately to get the football or stop them or do something. Quick out there, caught, and up to the 39 goes number 84 for the
ball carried on number 84, James
James Michelotti, brother of number 4, Joe Michelotti. I think it's a good gain of 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The Blue Devils are content with dink and dunk. Dink and dunk is killing the clock. And Bulldogs are down by 10 and with 8 minutes left to go in this game. They need to get stops. They need to get a turnover. Force a fumble. Intercept this ball. Do something.
Vashon coming in motion. Quick hitter. Oh, and I think somebody got a hand on that. I think Xavier Ruja may have got a hand on it, but Ballinger, the big tight end, couldn't bring it in. It'll be 3rd and 5.
He had to get rid of that ball in a quick 1-2 punch because the Bulldogs broke through the seam of the offensive line and they were barreling down on him. If he didn't get rid of it, it would have been a sack. So now it brings up a 3rd and about 5. It's a big stop coming up for the Bulldogs. They've got to hold them here.
Now you got to watch out for that short. You got to watch out for that short pass. Bulldogs crowding up on the receivers. He's looking for somebody. Fires it over there. Almost picked off. Kelly almost picked it off. It was tipped out there. Who was back there was number 5 for the Bulldogs. That was Darian Foster was in that mix. Grosse Pointe South is going to have to punt and see if Brody Meyer can get another good punt return here.
It would be awesome thing if he could run it back for a touchdown or get close again. Bulldogs then put it in on themselves. And then they have 3 timeouts still. They can use them wisely, get the ball back, and potentially win this game.
Rosati's looking at going to rush him. No, it's a fake, and it's knocked down.
Great job by the
Oh,
Bulldogs
fake.
to
They
read
tried to
it.
fake the Jack Kendall was going to throw that in the flat, and it was tipped away from him, blocked, and now it is Bulldog football, and they got great field position. They'll be at the 39 of Grosse Pointe South.
Great job by the Bulldogs special teams to read the fact that it was a fake, to get in his face, to block that pass, get great field position. As you said, opportunity here to go down and score some points. It is now or never. You've got to do it now.
Here's Burrows going to go over center. Phillips in motion. Penalty flag is really gets it. He got about 5, but there's a flag on the field, and I think it is a movement on that offensive line of Romeo. They just can't seem to get the train on the tracks here, and see one thing or another. This will be their penalty that you called for.
Yeah, I didn't call for it. I just made notice that they hadn't been penalized yet. And yes, I did put it in the universe. That's my fault. I'm sorry. But it was a good stat to call. I mean, this is their first penalty all game long.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a big one, too.
It's a holding.
That's what it's going to be. I don't know. That was a quick flag out there.
Yeah, that was a quick hold. So I don't unless the defensive line literally got through in half a second and the hold came through.
Boy, that's a questionable call there, I guess, but something must have happened because call holding that fast. From the shotgun, Caden Burrow being rushed, going to hit the screen there. Got his man, Ben Turner, trying to break some tackles. He's not going to break tackles there. Big number 35 leading the way, Lex Wilson. Stops him. He got maybe a yard or 2.
He had the blockers in front. It was just the Blue Devil defense just blew up the blockers, and he got back to the original line of scrimmage and no more. Actually, I don't think he got back. He only got a couple yards, not back to the line of scrimmage. I'm sorry. He got only a couple yards on that.
Burrow's little hitch pass. Oh, and he was going for Watson and
almost
picked off. Oh, man.
Ball was severely underthrown.
Noah Hart, number 8, almost had a pick. It would have been a second pick in a row of games. But, somebody was off on that play.
Yeah, that ball was severely underthrown. Watson was a little farther ahead, so I don't know who messed up and where it got thrown to. 3rd and 19. You can either go for it all, you got to get a first down, or you got to get at least a big chunk here and give it a more manageable 4th down because you're going to go for it no matter what. 4-down territory from here on out.
3rd down and 19 for the Bulldogs. Turner in motion. come the Bulldogs coming at, or the Blue Devils. They got him. They got Caden Burrow, big number 81. That was Andrew Puzikowski, sorry. And Andrew flew in there from his defensive end position and made the play.
Great job defensively by the Blue Devils. Back the Bulldogs up severely farther than anything they can overcome. And I said 4th down territory no matter what. Well, that was a little fib. Because this 4th down territory, they're not going to go for it like this. Not like this.
Not with 4th and 30.
No. They're going to punt this ball away and then hope for their defense to get a stop or get a turnover.
Hepner's back. Ricci with a little short one. Hepner's going to take it on a line drive. And he tried to split a couple Bulldogs. Could not do it. And get tackled down there is Owen Youngwood. And looked like also number 25, Sam Carpenter.
So we're also sponsored by American Lawn Sprinkler. They are your #1 choice for all your lawn sprinkler needs. They're specializing in installation of new lawn sprinklers if you had one break or if you're moving into a new house and need sprinklers. Quick, efficient repairs of the ones that broke, as well as expert winterization services to protect them over the winter. So don't wait until the cold hits. You're looking to sprinkler winterization for October right now here on October 13th.
Starting to get desperate time here for Romeo. Michelotti up the middle, going to get a couple. What do we got?
Timeout by the Bulldogs, maybe? Or
yeah, they're going to call timeout.
Well, they got to get stops and stop the clock. They need a lot of clock because they're down by 2 possessions. So you've got to get a quick stop here, 3 and out, get the ball back, go down and score quick. And then you just got to hope that you can do another quick 3 and out, go down and score again and win this game, tie this game, go to overtime.
Yeah, the Bulldogs just can't seem to get it all on the same page. All the players on offense just can't seem to get it all on the same page together. It's struggled all night. I know they have a couple of offensive linemen out, but still they've had their chances with some drop passes and big 4th down play that didn't work.
Well, what does work is Tar Financial. They've been in the financial service business right here in Romeo for over 25 years. They're being generous contributors to the community and even opening a second office in downtown Armada. The creator of the annual sponsor for the giant inflatable bulldog you see at various Romeo events, especially today at the Bulldogs football game. They specialize in helping clients pursue their goals through individual investment strategies and guidance to work towards their dreams.
And it is second down. Second down and 8 for the Blue Devils. Lupo in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself. Go around the right side. He's planted there pretty hard. I think Kelly came up there and nailed him. He got a couple of yards. It will be 3rd down and 4. And Romeo going to call timeout. It's kind of weird. I'm looking at our clock there. And 6:04 left. And Romeo needs the time. And they've got 1 timeout left.
Speaking of the time, make some time to head over to the Romeo Dairy Queen. Hot eats, cool treats, including that awesome pumpkin pie blizzard. If you're a fan of pumpkin spice like I am, hey, summer's over, fall is here. Let's enjoy the pumpkin spice while we can. So go check out the fall blizzard treat, a pumpkin pie blizzard. Or if you don't want that, if you want to pair it up with something, go check out and eat some coney dogs, hamburgers, chicken strips, french fries, and all the awesome, delicious food they serve there at Dairy Queen. Hot eats, cool treats, Romeo Dairy Queen.
So it's 3rd and 5, 6:05 to play. Bulldogs definitely need a big stop here. Looking like they're going to blitz. And Lupo's in trouble. Voids 1 tackle. Now he sidearms it. Caught out there by Ballinger.
Wow.
The big tight end making a big catch out there as Lupo fired that football. And it was caught at the Romeo 49. It'll be a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
Bulldogs had him where they wanted him. Rushed him out of the pocket. He just went to his #1 guy, that big tight end. And he came up big for the Blue Devils. This could potentially seal the Bulldogs' fate unless they're able to get them to turn the ball over and
well, it looked like they were going to catch Lupo in the backfield, but couldn't quite get to him, and he fired that ball. I mean, he had some mustard on it. Quick handoff and dropped right there is Michelotti. No gain. Timeout Romeo again. I think that's their final one.
It is indeed. So now they have got to stop them here, force a fourth down, force them to punt, go for it, whatever it is. Go down and score quick, go down and score quick. It is doable. There is plenty of time for it, but time is not on their side. But who is on your side? And they've been on your side for 32 years. That is Pete and Zoe Sermedes, the owners of Romeo Family Restaurant. They've been family owned and operated. They've been proudly serving the community, as I said, for almost 32 years. And they make soups fresh daily and also comfort classics that Tim likes to talk about. That, what was that, Greek omelet or?
It was a
spinach
pie
omelets.
Which was pretty good.
They have other treats too that is delicious as well. So please go check out the Romeo Family Restaurant. And thank you so much to every single one of our sponsors who have sponsored us through the football season. We greatly appreciate you, and we would not be here if it wasn't for you.
So here it is, second down, and we're going to call it 9. Lupo, a little quick pass out there. It's caught. And hit hard, but getting the first down is, looks like Patty, number 10. He got it, and he got about 5. So it's 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5.
Big stop upcoming. Bulldogs need this stop right here, right now. Force a fourth down and get this ball back.
.5:15 on the clock and counting. Lupo going to take as much time as possible. There he goes back. He's got some room on the right side, and he's going to slide down. Oh, and he got a flag. And that's going to be on Ryan Relay.
He went for the slide and he got hit. I don't know if he caught the back. The ref called something.
We'd have to see that one again.
It looked like a questionable call for the ref to make, but if he was going into his slide, the defender has to do everything he can
There it is, right.
to avoid him.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
And I don't think the defender did everything he did to avoid him, and this is
going to be a killer. This will be taking the ball deep into Romeo territory inside the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 Bulldogs, and the clock will run. And Chad Hepner, the head coach there, is yelling that they didn't start the clock fast enough. He wanted more seconds off the clock, but it's running now. And Lupo's going to take as much time as possible. He's going to take it himself. Run through there and got about 4 yards, 3 yards maybe, 4 yards it looks like. Nope, they're going to give him 3. 2nd down and 7. Clock's still running. And they get it all the way down inside of 2 minutes, I think.
Yeah, especially running through 4th down right here. I mean, they probably will kick a field goal if they get to 4th down to put this still a 2-score game and forcing the Bulldogs to have to score 2 touchdowns to win the game.
I'd like to remind you folks that we will be on the air next week here at the Mitt TV when Romeo takes on Grand Blanc for the season finale.
Yep, last game of the season for the Bulldogs regular season. Looks like they might be headed for a loss tonight.
Yeah, here we go. Number 2 on that run is Kendall.
A first down here pretty much seals the deal on the loss for the Bulldogs tonight. Looks like that's where they're headed. They're headed to 3 and 5 on the season.
Well, it's 3rd and 2. We still got some time left, so let's. I'll give you the worry beads, and you can kind of.
Well, definitely got to talk about next week, because next week is definitely a must-win if they want to end the season at 4 and 5. If they do lose this game tonight, their strength of schedule is the biggest thing that will help them make the playoffs. As long as they win next week against Grand Blanc. If they cannot win against Grand Blanc at 3 and 6, Romeo team may not make the playoffs this year.
It'll be quarterback sneak, and I don't think he got it. He's looked like he might be a little short. It's going to be 4th down. So we'll see what they do. They're going to go for it, or are they going to kick a field goal, or what?
This will be the
Although I don't know the way the field goal kicker Rosati was kicking those line drives.
yeah.
Chance of getting it blocked could be pretty easy too.
Yeah. This will be if. I mean, it's something we
Is he coming on there.
Something we'll definitely be talking about next week is this could be the first time Romeo's missed the playoffs in a very long time. If they do not make the playoffs this year.
Well, we'll see what happens here on 4th down.
And next week. Next week is turning into a must-win.
Yeah, well, timeout now by Grosse Pointe South. They're going to talk this over. I know Lupo's on the sidelines. He was going to stay there because they were going to call timeout anyway. So certainly a disappointing performance by the Bulldogs tonight on their homecoming, but there were some bright spots, and one of the bright spots was the way the defense played the whole game, only giving up 10 points.
Yes, defense and special teams. The defense and special teams have done a phenomenal job tonight, and they kept the Bulldogs in the game. They literally put the offense and the whole team on their backs, kept them in the game. It's just unfortunate the Bulldog offense could not find their momentum, could not find their mojo, and just could not all be on the same page tonight.
So we'll see. It's very 4th and shorty, so
You think,
Grosse Pointe South is bringing in the big uns.
QB sneak.
Well, the last time they fired it out to the number 99, the big tackle eligible guy.
Yep.
Big Al. We'll call him
Big Al.
Big Al, Big AJ. Big AJ out there.
This could be the tush push or the big.
Going from the wishbone. Got the wishbone back there.
Trying to draw him off sides, maybe. Yeah, he's trying to draw him off sides. At least they're waiting until the.
He does snap it. A quick pitch out there. And fighting for the first down is number 35, Lex Wilson. We'll see. He might be a little short. I think he is. We've got 1:55. Romeo got to hustle it and get down the field and put some points on the board real quick like.
The way this has to go, is quick strike, quick strike, quick strike. And it's got to be big plays. It cannot be like five little dink and dunkers. You've got to get 10-yard, 15-yard, 20-yard plays down the field, score quick, onside kick, get the ball back, do it again.
Burrows back to throw. Going to have a little screen pass here to Victor Earl.
Screen
got
pass
a little
is
bit of
good.
blocking. He ducks his head. He's a little short of the first down. They got to hustle it up.
A screen pass is fine because you got blockers in front, and that can help you get big yardage.
They're going to give him about 8 yards on a play. He's 2nd down and 2. Long 2. Burrows again, being rushed, going to fire it out there. Brody Myers got it. He's tackled right away. But we'll see if he get the first down.
Looks like he did, so the clock will stop for for a quick.
Referees are fumbling and bumbling, but they're going to put it down now. It'll be a first down for Romeo. Caden Burrows again. Blitz coming. Steps up. He's looking. He had a man there for a moment. Brody Meyer was there as the defender came up. Brody was all alone, and he missed him. Burrows back to throw. Looking long and deep. Right to Grosse Pointe South. And that's Noah Hart. He's got his 2nd interception in 2 games. And the Blue Devils have just put the icing on the cake here with 52 seconds left. They will defeat the Romeo Bulldogs tonight if they hold on to football.
They're probably going to just kneel the ball down. Romeo can't stop the clock anymore. A couple kneel downs and the game is over. So a disappointing loss on homecoming night. As you said earlier, the best points to look at are the good points of the game, and the defense is the best point to look at in this game. The defense held on and did their job and did everything they could to keep the Bulldogs in this game.
The referees are saying, hey, run the clock, run the clock. There should be no stoppage there. There's a good homer try there by the Romeo timekeeper. He's doing his part to win.
Yep.
By golly, but they are going to run the clock. And
yeah,
we'd like to thank all our camera crew out there doing a great job for the Mitt TV. And for our producers and directors, and for Andrew Welch, I'd like to say thanks for joining us tonight. Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils come in here to Barnabo Field and defeat the Romeo Bulldogs 10-0.
One last time, we're going to roll through and thank you to our sponsors. Country Smokehouse, thank you so much for sponsoring us. Blue Water Trucking of Romeo, thank you so much for sponsoring us. Main Street Kitchen and Bar, thank you so much for sponsoring us. Earth Environments, thank you for sponsoring us. Romeo Printing, thank you so much for sponsoring us. American Lawn Sprinkler, thank you so much for sponsoring us tonight. Tar Financial, thank you for sponsoring us as well. The Romeo Dairy Queen, thank you for sponsoring us. And last and certainly not least, thank you, Romeo Family Restaurant, for sponsoring us. For if it wasn't for you, we would not be here. Thank you so much for everything you do for the community, for you do for us, and for everything else you do in your businesses.
And once again, for Andrew Welch and our crew here at the Mitt TV, thank you for joining us. The final score, the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils 10, the Romeo Bulldogs nothing.
See ya.
Good night, everybody.